Hello there everybody, how's it going and how have you been? Welcome back to SpaceChem. In the last episode, I tried a new editing trick by compressing the process of me building these solutions into a time-lapse, and to be honest, I really liked how that looked. But I'm not going to be doing it this episode because we're facing off against our second boss, and considering I'm going to make him his own episode, probably no need to time-lapse. Hopefully. I might have to cut if the solution is proving to be particularly finicky, but I think I can do it within, 20, 25, maybe upwards of no more than 30 minutes, hopefully. Before we get in though, really quick notice. Several of my dogs are hanging out in this room. It was either previous SpaceChem episode or an Invisible Ink episode where I mentioned that one of them was sleeping nearby, and actually you could hear him walk away across the hardwood floor. Well, there's several out tonight, and they seem pretty content, but if you do hear nails clicking in the background, that's just one of them moving from a dog bed to another part of the room. So, in we go. And we've got a bit of story. I'm going to go ahead and let anybody who's interested go ahead and read that, although I'm pretty sure this is another one of the more grim story pages, so you've been warned. And we are fighting a pyramid with, I believe that's an eyeball, so we are fighting an alien Illuminati. Okay though, what have we got? We've got this oceanic pump, which is sucking up water and tainted water, which is apparently where the hydrogen atoms in a water molecule have been replaced with uranium. And we have a particle accelerator. Okay. So into this upper pipe for the accelerator, we need to put hydrogen peroxide, and into the bottom pipe we need to put uranium. So, let's see, increases the power of the particle accelerator, fires a particle doing damage relative to power. Okay, so it seems to me like we're going to want to load up a lot of hydrogen peroxide before I put a uranium in. So at probably one of my command switches is going to have to be reserved for holding back the uranium. Now then, how do I want to sift out the water in the tainted water? Well, I know I'm going to need a reactor right away, so I can at least put that down. If I can, I'd like the reactor that's going to be holding back the uranium atoms to hopefully do something else, so it's not just this big useful machine just kind of sitting around for whenever I want to fire a particle of uranium at this pyramid. So maybe like one reactor to... Alright, I'm thinking this guy pulls off the uranium and sends it out one way, and then sends out the H2O, the OH, or the lone oxygen atom the other way. Now, what's nice is that over time they will average out into oxygen-hydrogen pairs. So maybe one reactor to produce hydrogen-oxygen pairs, and then a third reactor to hold back uranium and then put the OH pairs together into the hydrogen peroxide, maybe? Yeah, maybe that'll work. Let's see. Actually, can I scoot up just a little bit? Okay. Yes, I do want the pipe to loop back on itself. Because I would like, whenever I do get a pure water molecule, it will go into this reactor. And I would like the extra hydrogen to be sent back around to plug onto the lone oxygens whenever they show up. I just hope that one doesn't show up right away. Alrighty, and then one more reactor. The uranium can go... Actually, can I take the storage tank? I can indeed. Nope. Just to make sure that this thing can't back up with uranium, because the uranium half of this process is going to run a lot faster than making the hydrogen peroxide. So, okay, and then out of the upper output come... not there. These guys, hydroxyl radicals. It's either going to come this guy, or this guy. So basically everything stripped of uranium. And then out the upper, I just send the uranium. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Hopefully this will work. Now to just build it. So let's see. How am I going to use the sensor to help me remove the uranium? Can I do it kind of twice, maybe? Or actually, what if I have red check this atom and I have blue check this atom? Yeah, that'll probably work. So let's... set it up like this, and actually make a note of that. Actually, I'd like it to go there. Alright. If I have the bonder for the lower uranium atom sitting right here, it would disassemble the entire molecule, and I don't want that. So, let me think. It's actually going to come out of beta first, so let's have red wait. Blue can go ahead and grab it by the oxygen, and then check if we've got, yeah, let's say if we've got hydrogen, just go ahead and go this way. If it's a uranium, go up to here, cut it off, send it out, and right here will be where they trade off. Now red grabs by the oxygen, and if we have a hydrogen, go ahead and take it this way and send it out. If not, nope, not grab drop it. Remove the bond. And there we go. I think this will work. Alright. Let's go. Oop, wrong button. Ignore this for now. I just want to make sure that my logic in this thing works. Okay, so blue detected a uranium. Got rid of it. Red detected a hydrogen. Just skip the step. Pure water makes it through. Alright, that made it through okay. Okay. And for the final one. Excellent. Alright. So. Alrighty. So now you are to only send out HO pairs. And I'd like one set up like this, and one bonder pair set up like this, and one bonder pair set up like this. So now the only time we will ever have a lone oxygen atom is if there's nothing to its left. So I need you to, Red, to call in whatever shows up. Grab it, and now let's see if... hang on. Actually, no. I think I can do this. If there's an extra hydrogen, then it has to be the H2O. So, no, not that. Go, cut the bond and send the hydrogen around to the front. And then put down the OH pair and send it out. Actually, let's wait on that arrow. Now, the next option is either HO or just O. And if there is a hydrogen, so it's what I want to send out, go forward. If not, the only other possibility is a lone oxygen, in which case you will... let's say grab drop, put the two sinks here, and then blue. Actually, I need you to back up just a tad, change that to blue, pick up the oxygen, call in a hydrogen and connect them, and then bring it back to where Red is waiting. And then Red can go ahead and carry the renewed OH pair up and out. Finally, don't need the sensor, but Red, let's go ahead and have you call in whichever uranium type gets here first. Because I know where both are, I can just do this, especially because there's only going to be one at a time. Now, actually I want it to be like that. There we go. So now, until I turn the A control on, he'll just bounce back and forth. Actually, let me move this just a little bit closer to the set of instructions that will actually push the uranium out the pipe, just so that it fires a little bit faster upon turning on the trigger. And I think blue, you'll have a pretty easy job. It's okay for this bond plus command to be there, even though it's going to take him just the tiniest bit longer to crawl in the other half of the hydrogen peroxide. He'll carry the whole thing forward and send it into the particle accelerator to start charging it up. Okay. I think this will work. I think. Actually, yeah, let's go to speed 2. So we've got, alright, the OH pair made it through. Red detected there's an extra hydrogen, so we cut it off. Another extra hydrogen, so it came around. Have it, pure oxygen. And sweet, so we've got pure OH coming in. Or, yeah, OH pairs coming up into our third reactor, which is then putting them together into the peroxide. So I think we're going to blast this alien Illuminati as soon as the particle accelerator reaches full power. Just, oh, and it's jammed because there's no hydrogen waiting. Dang it. Okay, well that didn't work. How can I do this differently? I could let red just put the oxygen down and then run around and back up to whatever else is next. And then let blue try and carry it around to the output. But then of course there's the chance that they will collide with each other at some point. So that's a bit riskier of an option. Likewise, if an oxygen atom comes in and there's no hydrogen, blue's going to be waiting. If another oxygen comes in before an H2O shows up, it's going to be left right here. And if a third one shows up, pardon me, if a third lone oxygen shows up before we get an extra hydrogen, then there's not much I can really do about that. What if instead of having red do 3 different things based on how many hydrogen are present, I have him just attempt to cut off every possible hydrogen, if that makes sense? So basically, all hydrogens go out omega, and then red puts the oxygen down, lets blue come over here, connect it to a hydrogen, and bring it up. Would that work? I don't know, I feel like I'd just run into the same problem. You know what, let's go ahead and try it at least. Actually, really quick. Let me save it as OH1, just in case this new idea does not work. So let's go ahead and clear away a lot of what's there. So, red holds on to the oxygen. Cuts the lower hydrogen off if it's there. Sends it out. Actually, no, I want that to stay there. But I want him to approach it like this. So that you can then circle back around after spinning the molecule counterclockwise, cutting off the other hydrogen if it's there, and then dropping the oxygen. Misplaced arrow. And turning blue on. Alright, so blue grabs the oxygen, calls in a hydrogen, hopefully. Alright. Let's see if this more brute force method will work. We know this reactor works pretty well, and we saw that this reactor is working, so this guy's the only problem spot right now. Oop. Okay, well, first off, I need to there we go. I had red. They're basically off their sync patterns, and I forgot an output command actually. Okay, take 2 with version 2. Come on. Seems to be working. And nope. Nope. Okay. The only other thing I can think of is to have this reactor funnel oxygen and hydrogen out of its 2 output pipes. Those plug into a 4th-ish reactor that then puts them together into HO pairs, and then that just plugs into there for compatibility's sake. That would have the benefit of not getting stuck, of not being able to process any more water, or remnants of water, I guess, if there's no hydrogen present, because the hydrogen atom and oxygen atom production is done in a completely separate machine. And I think it might work. The only problem is I don't know where to put the 4th reactor. I squeeze it in? The storage tank up here. Which then lets me move that reactor up just a little bit. The problem is I'm kind of working in the opposite directions. The opposite direction the reactors are designed to funnel stuff. That won't work. There we go. Pardon me, just tidying up the space a little bit. No, there's not enough room. So you make the OH pairs, and I know this reactor could very easily just go ahead and make the hydrogen peroxide and load it in. And I mean, that is an option too, but... What if I move this reactor down to here? Actually, scoot it down just a tiny bit more. The uranium pipe can go ahead and go all the way over here, because probably going to take so long to crank this thing up to full power that there's going to be plenty of uranium waiting already. Here we go. Sometimes the nodes can get stuck in the edge of the screen. Just kind of keep tugging and they'll eventually pop free. And I'm already coming up on my upper limit. You know what, I said I wasn't going to time-lapse, but I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse until I get this thing working. I feel like by now you guys probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to do. Most of this is just going to be shuffling things around and trying to get everything to fit neatly, so I will be right back just as soon as I time-lapse through all this work. Okay guys, I'm back. Really quick, let me just hook this final reactor back up into the particle accelerator. As you can probably see, I gave up on the fourth reactor idea, mostly because I just couldn't find a spot where it would fit and there'd be enough room for the pipes to go around. So I came up with a compromise. In here, if Red ever gets a lone oxygen, he'll just drop it and let Blue deal with it, and then just go right back to whatever he was doing. Now, as a result, I had to ensure that Blue's loop will never cross with Red's, only because I have no idea when, like, where Red would be when Blue does get a hydrogen after he's been waiting. So I just decided to go ahead and take the safe route and make sure that they never cross each other. That consequently introduced a little bit of variation for this reactor to deal with. But I think it'll work. I said that many a time, but let's hope it does. Alright. So it's making OH pairs, and this guy's actually putting them together, which is great. And there we go, they don't get stuck. Which means this guy's free to continue producing. And, oh, voltage is full. Pew! Oh. Alright. So it looks like firing the accelerator drops the voltage a little bit, so I want to let it recharge. And boom. Oh, that is an eye. Ooh, right in his eye. Oh, and he hit me with lightning. It almost seems like the voltage drops on its own after a little bit. And I could keep firing at it with low voltage, but it will be doing less damage, so let's let this thing recharge, and let's hit you with a couple of shots. Alright. Oh, it's actually, uranium's actually backing up in the tube. Ooh, I'm just gonna have to start shooting at him because this reactor plugged up because there's two lone oxygen atoms coming in at once. Please die. Please die. Yeah, I got him. Okay, kinda. No, I didn't. No, I did not. Okay, shoot. Okay. Back to the drawing board, I guess. Do I just get rid of these sinks? Well, no, because then Blue's going to run forward and call in a hydrogen, not bond anything to it, and then the next time it comes around, it's going to crash because a hydrogen's going to spawn on top of another hydrogen. Ooh, this boss is a lot trickier than that mining robot, isn't it? You know what? Not going to time-lapse, not... I think I'm just going to make a cut for when I get this solution working so I can finally beat it. Excuse me again as I warp through time and magic of video editing. Next time you see me, I will be killing this annoying pyramid. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I might have decided to time-lapse that. I might have just decided to cut it out. I'm not sure, but I found a place for a fourth reactor, even though it involves these pipes being tangled up like a horrible rat's nest. But hopefully, by having one reactor just break apart the oxygen and the hydrogen, having another put it back together, that will hopefully avoid any more snags in just not having enough hydrogen to go around. I really want it to. I've been recording for nearly an hour at this point. It's probably going to boil down a bit because of the one, possibly two time lapses, but please just die, you stupid pyramid. Just speeding up a little bit because I'm honestly kind of tired of fighting this thing. Is there something I don't know about this boss? Like, am I only supposed to shoot at him when his eye is open? I can't imagine that's right. Fortunately, this new setup seems to be running okay. I'm not happy with it again because of this horrible tangled mess of pipes right there. But at least it's working. Okay, no, I'm doing damage to him. I'm just going to discharge a lot of this built-up uranium so that it doesn't start becoming a problem. Okay, it looks like I can only get hit by this guy 2 more times, maybe? Come on. Okay, I vented some of the built-up uranium. Oh, I can see on the little graph down below his vital signature is very low. Come on, let's get this accelerator recharged, and hopefully 1 or 2 more good volleys will take him down. On you. Alright, that's hit number 3. Oh, I killed him! I killed him before he could damage the building! Yeah! Oh, thank goodness. That was a little bit annoying. At least I beat it. Maybe I'll go back on my own time and see if I can't get a 3-reactor setup to work, but here we go. Another new page of story for anybody that's interested. I think this one's okay. Not, you know, kind of disturbing or gory or whatever, but I think that's... yeah, Quick Glimpse seems to be alright. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just a little bit flustered for it taking nearly 53 minutes to kill a boss that I did not think would take half that time. But we're on our next planet, Sikutar. Nice to meet you. Such a glorious pun that is. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end this off. Hopefully I can boil this near hour-long recording down to something a bit more manageable. But as frustrating as that boss was, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had a great time, and I hope you all had a great day. I will see you all in the next episode, and farewell for now.